Welcome to Hotline TV. I'm Quinn McCord.
And I'm John Mercurio. Okay, we are just days, Quinn, days away from the New Jersey Republican gubernatorial primary, of course, taking place on June 2nd, which I believe, Quinn, is next Tuesday.
It is.
All right, we've got Sean J. Miller reporting live from our Outlet Mall Bureau in Paramus, New Jersey. Sean, we're going to go live to you. Sean, can you hear us?
John, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's great to be in New Jersey.
It is always great to be in New Jersey. Have you seen any of the housewives from the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Have
Not
you seen
yet,
any of them?
not yet.
Because I know they're very politically active women, very strong, business-minded, politically active women.
That's right.
All right, well, we'll get back to that. That's an important part of what we're going to be talking about today. Quinn, you and Sean more than you, frankly, have been covering the New Jersey governor's race better than anybody in America.
Well, okay, thank you.
Almost entirely Sean, frankly.
Yeah, okay. We've established that.
We have established that. Let's ask Sean some questions about what he's hearing, what he's picking up on the ground in New Jersey. First of all, who's going to win? Sean, who's going to win? Is there any chance? Is there any chance for Steve Lonegan to pull out any sort of upset here?
If you ask his campaign, yes. They say there's a chance. They say Christie's...
Surprising.
I'm not asking his campaign. I'm asking you.
Christie's poll numbers, they say, are eroding since last time. Quinnipiac University did a poll which had Christie 23 points ahead. So it would have to be a pretty significant erosion for there to be a Lonegan victory there.
All right, but let's say, Christie wins. The conventional wisdom is that he will. But what is a winning margin? He can come out with of the primary with momentum. People won't be saying, "Oh, this is a sign of weakness." What's sort of the over/under on what Christie should get?
Well, Doug Forster won in 2005 by about 5 points. He got 36% of the vote. Christie's currently polling at 53%. So I say if he holds that, maybe builds on that a little bit, I would say that's a pretty significant win. Lonegan, whether or not he actually gets the 33% of the vote that he's currently polling at, I think it's questionable. He only pulled 8% when he ran in 2005. I know he's got, obviously a lot of adamant supporters out there, but it's a real question of whether or not there's that many of them.
Here's an even more important question. Not well known, but John Corazon actually has some primary challengers too, including Jeff Boss, who owns a deceased pet freezing business, which I think is a great thing to put on your resume if you're running for governor. Now, there's not been very much reporting on Jeff Boss.
No.
But is there any chance that he might actually topple John Corazon in the Democratic primary?
If only because New Jersey voters might confuse him with the boss.
Yeah.
Right? Right? A few of them at least, maybe? One or two?
I don't know how to answer that.
Well, maybe...
Frozen pet?
Yeah.
Frozen pet?
You're like a dead frozen pet right now, Sean. No offense or anything. No, but...
Is there any real questions you guys have about this race?
All right, so what happens next? What happens? Christie wins the primary. We go on to a Christie versus Corazon race. The polls show Christie ahead in that race. Why is Corazon, just 4 years ago, considered as sort of an up-and-coming Democratic national leader? Why is he in so much trouble, Sean J. Miller?
The economy. One word. The economy, tax increases. He's reneged on a promise to maintain property tax rebates. Property taxes obviously are a very big issue in New Jersey. The outward flow of people, New Jersey is losing people.
Understandably.
Tough state to start a business. All those kinds of things. These are the attacks the Republicans are going to make against Governor Corazon. They're going to attack him on his record, which they've made clear they think isn't very good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough state to start a business in, but it's not a tough state to pick up women in. Jersey girls.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's what I hear. That's what our reporting has.
So, are you finished?
Yes, please
Good.
go on.
Wow. Okay, let's go back to the Republican primary for a second. What does there's a divide. You've got Lonegan. He's certainly not as viable as other sort of conservative second-tier candidates might be in some races, but there hasn't been the same sort of. We're seeing on a national level this Republican divide: conservatives versus moderates. Christie would be the moderate in that situation. Lonegan, the conservative. In Florida, for example, you're seeing Charlie Crist versus Rubio in the primary, and people are sort of lining up predictably on each side. But in New Jersey, we're seeing, for example, Mitt Romney trying to placate and cater to conservatives. Today endorsed Christie. So why isn't there that same sort of divide, do you think, Sean Miller, in New Jersey that there is elsewhere in the country? That was a really long question. I'm sorry, but basically, go.
I mean, I think to a certain extent, there is that divide. I mean, the candidates are, I mean, Lonergan certainly bills himself as a true blue conservative. Christie's played it a little bit more towards the center. I mean, I think in New Jersey there's a real sense of pragmatism, and Republicans just want to win. And I think that comes down to, you know, running towards the center. It's not a state where issues like abortion and gay marriage really resonate with a broad section of voters. It's really all about the economy. And I think in that sense, a traditional Republican message of less government and lower taxes is going to be effective. So you're not going to really see the same sort of traditional conservative versus moderate Republican battle. It's really just going to be a sense of let's get someone elected.
Great stuff.
Great
Good
stuff.
I might even say bravo. Bravo, Sean J. Miller, bravo. All right, great reporting you've been doing on the New Jersey race.
New Jersey, the state you have to pay to leave.
Exactly. That's so true. It's
true.
more true than you know. Great reporting. Great race. We're all going to be watching it closely next Tuesday. That's all, though, we have time for today. Until next time, I'm John Mercurio.
And I'm Quinn McCord. Come
Thank-
back again.
Thanks for watching Hotline TV.